Here's a different video for you guys. So no, I am not going to start doing gardening videos on a regular basis, but I just wanted you guys to see something, and maybe this can encourage somebody out there to start doing this or something like it, right? All right, so just to show you something, these are the green beans that I picked just now. Because I'm about to go for a run or whatever, I came out, I watered the little garden that I have here, and this ain't even much. Like, to be honest guys, I'm not a gardener, I'm not a master gardener, but I do grow as much as I can for as low cost as I can. And I'll just show you those beans. All right, so those beans came from those plants right there, just that right there, and those over there. So these are, just to kind of get you in, these are just little containers, and those are other containers that I have. And basically you just get some soil, put it in a container, put seed in soil, water seed, and that's what you get. And that, the amount of beans I just showed you, that's coming off every 2 or 3 days. And if it rains, it's even crazier. Just from that small amount of beans. Now, we're getting towards the end probably of those, but they've still got a lot of small beans on them. So as much as you can, you know, with the price of things are so expensive, you know, food, and the food quality is so low out there. I mean, look, I'm doing this and I am not an expert. Look, let me show you my, that's my cucumber setup. Same thing, little buckets, got a little kind of a trellis going up there, got a little piece of fencing going, and you know, it grows cucumbers. Now I just picked a bunch of them that you can see in there, and this is dying out too because they don't do very well in the heat. And then same thing, I got some pepper plants here, so you got some nice peppers. Got some, same thing with the tomato plants. Some tomato plants, and those are pole beans. But what's the best is the bush beans. That's how you can get, just from that right there, this right here, every few days for a while, you know, until they kind of die out. There's seasons for this stuff, right? So everything works in its season. So you have to do your research. This really isn't what that video is about, or what this video is about rather. But yeah, just you know, hopefully this can encourage you guys. Maybe get into a little bit of gardening, even if you have a little space on your balcony or something. If you're in an apartment, you know, I hear that a lot where people are like, well, I'm just in an apartment. You get a bucket and some soil and you can grow something. And it feels really good to eat something that you grew either from seed. Now this is cool. This is the first time this year that I haven't actually put any money into my garden, because all of this, those, you just plant the seeds, right? You just plant the seeds, they're little beans or whatever, you plant them and they grow. Just a handful of seeds grows all that, and then you get this. Same thing with the cucumbers. Like I said, these were a lot more healthy, but I mean, we're in the heat of the summer right now, so they kind of die off when the heat comes. But they produce a lot. They produce like crazy. And then these, all these plants were gifted to me. So when they were little seedlings. And so I just put them in the buckets and care for them, and I get free food, basically. It took me a while to build up the soil and to build up the nutrients in the soil and all the stuff that I do for that. I'm not going to get into that in this video, of course, but guys, you can do it. Like, and if you do garden, let me know what your experience is, and some tips and tricks or whatever that you use to grow food for very little money. And honestly, this has been very little effort. There's been times when I grew a lot more. I like to grow more different types of peppers. I didn't get to do that this year. I've been working a lot more than normal this year, but I've still been able to get these seeds in the ground, keep these things watered. The rain helps. When that happens, when you have a few days of rain, the cucumbers and the beans, they just take off. But guys, let me know what you think. I know this is a different video. It's not a car video. But there's more car videos coming soon. The EJ1, the Civic, is it's kind of down right now. I got had an issue on it that I've never had before in a Civic, and I've had lots of Civics. The harmonic balancer separated, so that's interesting. We'll get into that. I'm waiting on parts for it, so I'll probably do a video when I fix that. Just keep you guys updated. But anyway, yeah, guys, grow some food. It's better for you than what you get at the store, and it's very gratifying. It's very rewarding, and it's great too. These are bush beans, by the way, Blue Lake bush beans, and they're tasty. They don't have the string, or if they do, it's not very stringy. So they're just nice, and they taste good. It's a great texture. You can cook them however you want, however you do beans, but you know, honestly, lightly. Don't cook them a lot at all, because they got a lot of nutrients. There's some protein in there. I mean, so look, this gives back. Talk about investments and return on investments. When you put just a handful of little seeds into the ground and you get back, you know, a bounty like this. I mean, and this isn't much. I know that's not much, but my family, that's going to be a meal. That's going to be a side for a meal or two, you know, and I'm getting that every 2 or 3 days. So we're being able to eat fresh food, and anytime you can get it, you know, I know you can't do it all year round, but anytime you can get the fresh food, get the nutrients, do it. Take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you one more thing. Something for flavor, right? Say hey, Nova. What's up, doggy? Say hey. All right, so you see these this right here, these are green onions, and you know, here's some little green onions, and yeah, so those little green onions that you see came from the seed pods that came from my other green onions as they grew up. They get these seed pods on top, and I just shake them into another pot, and you know, you get that, and then that is going to turn into that. Dude, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money, and it doesn't even have to take a lot of time. Now, if you put more money and more time and more energy and research into it, you can do wonderful things with the garden. But anyway, guys, I know this is a different video. I know it is, but I just figured I'd get on here and just put this out there, right? I figured it could help encourage somebody. I have more plants over here too. We've got some aloe, got some mint. Mint goes crazy as long as you keep it watered, and it's good for tea, and certain types of mint are good for certain types of issues and stuff like that. So anyway, this is how we keep the driving daily train on the tracks, so to speak. This is how we keep going. You gotta fuel up, you gotta have some good food, and obviously we're not eating off of just this, but anything you do that makes an impact in your diet, and not having to buy just that little bit of food, even if it's just a side for a meal, and then having that fresh food where you know it's organic, you know you grew it, like what you put into it and everything, that's a win. Guys, I'm gonna get off of here now. I appreciate each and every single one of you. If you got anything out of the video, let me know in the comments. Hit the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. I'm more of a car infused channel. However, I do a lot of different stuff, you know? So, appreciate you guys. I'm out.